Hello, can we see the question?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you look at this question, what will come to your mind is that it's high and low method. But what are the steps to take to solve the problem? That is the problem issue relating to the question. A company has identified that total fees cost increased by 15,000 when the activity level equals or exceed 19,000 units. The variable cost per unit is constant over this range of activity. The company has identified the following costs at two activity levels. We have 22,000 units, as that is said to be the high, and we have low 17,000 units. The costs are also given. But you were not given the question specifically that this is what they want you to do. Simply means this is being given to you in a textbook as an example. It is not a direct question. They only gave it to you to give you an idea of what to do when you have this scenario, because there is no related question to this. They even said it example. But when you are given this, indirectly, they want you to bring on board the fixed cost and variable cost. Fixed cost and variable cost. What do you supposed to do to solve this out? Are you with me? What do we supposed to do to solve this problem out? The first thing that will come to your mind is that what you are giving is within the range of what equals to 19,000 or exceed 19,000. The fixed cost will increase. Fixed cost will increase at any level that is equal or exceed 19,000. And what you are giving said to be high and low method here, where you have activity level, you have 22 and you have 17. Is that clear? When you are given this kind of situation, what will you do? Now, I think we have the question with us. You can also open it at your hand if you are using your phone for us to follow it to the latter, because we need to take it to the what? To the, if I can even type it on the question where we can solve it. We can follow it up. I'm coming. This type of question to you in an exam is wrong.
Yeah, I know they are not going to bring it like this because this one is just an example, basically.
Now,
So
when you are
maybe
giving
that's
this something like this, what do you supposed to do? You will now study the question. A company has identified that this cost increased by 15,000 when the range of activity equals or exceed 19,000. There is going to be increase in fixed cost. That is what they are telling you. Simply means there is what we call step cost. When the activities level increase, then the fixed cost is going to increase. That is what it means. What will you now do to know the things to be done here? Our high are specified 22,000. Our low is 17. What can we do to make sure that we're on the same page? What can we do that enable us to be on the same page?
Okay, hello, sir.
Now, you are meant to add increment of this 15,000 to this your 165,000. Are you with me?
Yes, sir. But
Now,
why the 165,000, not the 195?
why do we need to do what?
Like I'm asking, why is it the 165 they are adding the 15,000 to, and not the 195? I just want to understand why.
Why are we adding to
You
165?
said we are going to be adding the 15,000 to 165. So now I'm asking.
165.
Yes. So now I'm asking that why is it that is the 165 they are adding?
Gideon, you are raising up your hand. What's your question?
Yes, I just want to, I want to, in my own little way, to answer the question. Now, from what I saw in other materials, so there are two ways. Now, the high and low, they are not of the same activity. They are not of the same. They don't have the total cost have different fixed cost components. So we have to make them to be at the same level. So it's either that we had the addition to the lowest cost, or we deduct it from the highest total cost.
Okay. Listen and listen good. You need to understand the concept of question, not just to assume. Even what they did in the textbook, there is a bit error in the textbook. I will tell you the reason. A company has identified that total fees cost increased by 15,000 when the activity equals or exceed 19,000. When it is equal to 19 or exceed 19, I don't know whether you understand the concept there. Is either you use what 19 or the unit is going to exceed 19. Look at it here. I will solve this first one now. You will now see the implication of the increment. That is why I don't want to go with the first solution. The question that Open raised is that why do we need to add to 165, not 190, 195? 195 is already increased already. That cost and the quantity, you don't need to change it. Which range are you looking at? The one that is lower than 19 or equals to 19? Is 22 equals to 19? No.
No, sir.
You consider the one based on the question, not just to add or to remove. Now, look at it now. At the first instance, let's assume you are solving this alone. You will see the implication of where we are going. What will be the fixed cost on this part? What will be the variable cost, first and foremost? You will now look at the increments and see the implication. Are you with me? Now, looking
Yes,
at it here, What is the difference between 22 and 17?
5,000.
5,000. What about this?
$25,000. 30,000.
30,000 naira.
30,000.
30,000 naira.
Okay. $30,000. What will be your variable cost with this?
6 naira, I think.
Variable cost per unit
30,000 divided by 5,000
is equals to 30,000 divided by 5,000. What do you have?
6,000
6,000. Is it 6,000 or
naira.
6 naira, not 6,000.
6 naira. I'm sorry. 6 naira. 6 naira.
No, 6
That's
units now. It's variable cost per unit. It's 6
6
units.
Naira per unit.
What do you
It's
say?
6 units. 6
6
units.
naira per
Naira
unit,
per
not 6
unit.
units. 6 naira per unit.
6 naira per unit. Sorry. Thank you.
Okay. Now, at this junction, this is equals to what? 6 naira per unit. Now, looking at this, by assumption, we say C is equals to what? A plus BY. I mean, BQ. We have gotten B, but we need to determine A. We can use either high or low to make our decision here. Which one are we going with? Is it high or low?
You can go with high, sir. Every other person agrees.
High, okay? Where C is equals to 95,000. A, we don't know. B is equals to 6. And Q is what? 22. We can now say that 195,000 equals to A plus C into bracket 22,000. 195,000 equals A. 6,000 times 22. 6 naira times 22. Six times 22,000. What do we have?
132,000.
132,000.
132,000. We collect what? Light time here. 195,000 minus 132,000. A is equals to what?
63.
63,000. 63,000. 3,000.
63,000. This is what should have been the result if we don't factor in the increment. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, let's now assume that an increment equals or exceed 19. If there is increase in quantity, we're told that there is going to be increase in the fixed cost by 15,000. Is it that we use precisely 19,000 as the figure? Are you with me?
So please come again with your statement. Is either we use what, please?
Is it that we use 19,000 as the precise figure with the increment of 15,000,
Okay.
not 17,000? A company has identified that total fixed cost increased by 15,000 when activity level equals or exceed 19,000, equals or exceed. Is it that it's equals to 19,000 or is going to exceed 19,000? You are going to have increment of what? Of 15,000.
15,000.
What are we now meant to do? Are you with me? What
Yes,
are
sir.
we meant to do when this situation occurs to us? Is a mathematical reasoning. Mathematical reasoning. Now, when you have 19,000 or exceed 19,000, what are we meant to do? On a good day, we now come here. By assumptions, we have done this already, no problem. Now, 17,000 and 19,000, are they the same thing?
No, sir.
Hello?
No, they
No,
are not the
sir.
same thing.
They are not the same thing. Fine. If you went ahead and used what? 17,000, not 19,000, you have not taken into consideration the total things you're supposed to take into consideration because you didn't factor in everything. Now, looking at it, activity level now. Activity level. I have total cost. I is what? Nothing will change that I. 195,000. Now here, we have increment that we can, they said, equals or exceed 19,000 units. Equal or exceed 19,000 units. Here, we're supposed to factor in 17,000 plus 2,000.
Making 19,000.
This becomes what?
19,000.
19. Why the cost also, previously we are having what? 165.
165.
Abi? Plus
Yes.
15,000.
Okay.
What do we now have?
180. 180.
Eh?
180.
180.
180,000.
180,000. This is what you're supposed to use. Exceed or equals 19,000. Then here, what do we have as difference?
Three thousand naira.
3,000.
3,000, Abi?
Yes. Abi 3,000 units.
What do we have here?
$15,000.
I'm coming on. We have 15. What do you say we have? 15,000, Abi?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, variable cost per unit supposed to be what now?
5,000 naira per unit. Abi? Sorry, please hold on. Let me confirm this.
This will now be 15,000 divided by 3,000.
5
What do you
naira
have?
per unit.
5
5
naira
naira per unit.
per unit. Now, something will now come to your mind. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Something will come to your mind. What is that? Look at your variable cost here. What's our variable cost here? 6 naira. Our variable
Yes,
cost
sir.
here is what?
5 naira.
Something should come to your mind. What is that? Temitope? Hello,
5
Jide?
naira per unit.
Something should
know,
come to your mind. I'm doing this deliberately. Oh. I want you to understand it.
Okay.
If I do the best solution for you, I can't do this. And you cannot get what I'm doing.
It's going to be 5 naira per unit.
What do you say?
I said 5 naira per unit.
5 naira per unit. But something should come to your mind based on this question. You have 6 naira, you have 5 naira. What is going on?
They're almost the
There
same thing.
is reduced.
Because
There
they
is
said it's reduced, Abi,
there is
or
reduction.
increased,
Yes,
Abi.
It has reduced.
Are you with me? Now go
Yes,
back to
sir.
the question. They said the variable cost per unit is constant over the range of activity, regardless of anything you are giving. Your variable cost should be the same. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Are you with me now?
Yes, sir.
That is the reason why the quantity will not change. you still meant to use 17,000.
1,000. Okay. Okay.
Do you know the basis of using 17,000? Even though your cost increased,
Your activity must not increase, must be constant. 15.
Okay. I now understand it.
Please, I'm lost, sir. If there's a way you can come
I now
again, I don't mind,
understand it.
please.
what do you say?
I'm lost. If there's a way you can come again, please, I don't mind, sir. From the part where you said we should observe the variable cost per unit of what we just solved and what we solved before. I'm trying to understand what's going on there, please.
Okay. What we're saying is this. They said on a good day, we will have done the normal calculation. And we
Yes, sir.
said that our activity is, our variable cost is supposed to be 6 naira per
6
unit.
naira. Yes.
Because we were told that the variable cost per unit is constant over the range of the activity.
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
But there is no way we can maintain that level. Now, let's now assume that nothing has happened to the quantity. We still maintain the same thing.
Okay.
Can we still maintain the same level of what? Variable cost per unit? When there is no increment, normally our variable cost is supposed to be 6 naira. And we were told that the variable cost did not change. Is it clear? Now, when you now bring on board that, okay, nothing has changed from your own end, but the cost has changed. If the variable cost remain constant, nothing has changed on variable cost. What will happen? And the cost change. If I were you in the exam hall, I will rather go to increase the variable cost, but because the variable cost now depend, I would rather increase the fixed cost straight away, not the variable cost. After getting the fixed cost, the normal fixed cost, I will now increase it by 15,000 and come up with another. Do you understand? But because we're now told here that there is increment in the cost, that is what they have factored that one in. That is why such has not been tested ever in the question. Now, let's now look at what they have done. Okay, if we're on the same page with the question, the way they have solved it, let us know. Now, because of what they have mentioned of saying that the variable cost per unit is constant over the range of activity, let's now assume here, look at what we have gotten here. Here, I now maintain the same thing, 17,000, but I increase the cost. what will happen? Difference between this and this will give you us what?
5,000.
5,000.
5,000. Now we have 5,000. Here we place 5,000 naira here. 15,000 divided by 5,000. What do we have?
5
We
units.
have three naira
3
per unit.
naira, abi?
Sorry,
Yes.
3.
3 naira per unit. Does it relate to what is being given to us?
No.
Does it interpret the question?
Yes, sir.
Eh?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
You people are not on the same page. You are not following what I'm doing. No.
Equals to or exceeds 19,000 units. Okay.
Equals or exceed what? 19,000.
19,000 units.
We now use
Yes.
17,000. Agreed. Now, we're now told that the variable cost per unit is constant
Over the range of activity.
over the range of what? Activity. That is, regardless of what and what the activity is, variable cost is still
Variable cost is
the same
constant.
thing. If you now check the element of what you have calculated here, 6 naira. When you factor in 19,000, what do we have? 5 naira. Telling you their question is what? Incorrect. When we
Because it's
factor,
not constant.
what do you say?
Because it's not constant.
Because it's not constant. We've
Yes.
tested it on the 3 bases. We have the first one, we have the second one, we have the third one.
Hello.
Of what you are meant to do now. Now, looking at it, you can see the way we have gotten this. If I want to use this, look at what will happen to my fixed cost. Look at what will happen to the second one. Where we use 19,000, what will be our fixed cost? Where we use the other one, what will be our fixed cost? Let's look at it. Now, taking into consideration, C is equal to A plus B Q. What is our C here? Are you all with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, when we are using 19,000, that is what to get the fixed cost. We can now compare and see whether we're on the same page or not. What is our C here? We still use what? 195,000 equals to A we don't know, plus what is our B here? 5 naira. into bracket 22,000. What do we have? 195,000 equals A plus 5 times 22,000. What do we have?
110.
1,
110.
130, Abi?
110. 110.
110.
Yes, sir.
410,000.
Then A is equals to 195,000 minus 110,000.
That's 85,000 naira.
That is what?
185. Ah, sorry, 85,000 naira.
85?
That's 85,000 naira.
$85,000 naira. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we can say that fixed cost is equals to 85,000. And variable cost per unit is equals to 5 naira. On the other hand, where we use this, we also use the same approach. Are you with me? What are we meant to do here also? We come back here and tell them that, okay, our C is equals to A plus BQ. What is our C? C is equals to
195.
195, Abi?
Yes, sir.
195,000 equals to A plus, what is our B?
3 units. 3 naira per
3
unit.
into bracket 22,000. Abi?
Yes, sir.
What do we have?
66,000.
95,000 equals A plus what?
66,000.
60.
66,000.
Which is equals to what? A is equals to 195,000 minus 66,000. 66,000. What do we have?
129,000.
A is equals to 129,000. Is that clear? But none of this justify the position of the question because our variable cost is not constant.
Not constant.
None of the 3 directions is in line with the solution, with the question given to us. On a good day, our fixed variable cost is supposed to be what? Constant, as we're given per unit when we calculate it. Now, let's now assume that I want to take an approach to solve the problem on my own side. I want to take on the first one where we get 66. I will rather come with an idea saying that variable cost is constant, 6 naira, across what? All levels. Then I can now come with an idea saying that At this junction, no, we have increment in fixed cost. That fixed cost is equals to 63,000 plus 15,000, which is equals to 78,000 at any point where there is what? Increment.
Okay.
But here, the question they have given to us, or the approach taken, does not make the variable cost to be the same thing. And if you look at this, it has not been tested as ICANN exam is concerned. They just try to come up with the idea, because if I can look at it, I don't know where the question comes from, but I can say that maybe the person got it from what? ICANN pack. But based on that questions, the variable cost is not constant. But I don't know which of the approach is taken by the solution given to you there.
Is the part where the 17,000 remains constant, and then they added the 15,000 to the
which is the last
cost.
solution I gave, Abi?
Yes, sir.
And we can see it clearly that we have 3 naira. Initially, it was what? 6 naira. Is variable cost constant? No. I can't say that the person that came up with the question does not know what is really talking about. You cannot, because you want to manipulate things, you make things difficult for the students. No. Let them have a perfect knowledge. I'm with you.
Yeah, so another thing I saw is that after getting the fixed cost, then they now decided to construct a total cost function, which is the normal way we do it. They said construct a total cost function above 19,000 units. So they did that one the way we usually do it. Then they said construct the total cost function below 19,000, which was where they now minus the 15,000 naira from the 129 that we got as the value for.
Do you understand what I'm even talking about at all?
I can understand you.
The question says variable cost is constant. Arrange all what? The range of what? Across the range of what? All activities. That is why I tested it. Do we have the variable cost constant? No. I didn't check any pack. I use the experience that I have, because I have over 20-something years as this particular field is concerned. But based on this, you should rather increase your variable cost or reduce your variable cost depending on your approach, rather than make it affect your question. To get the cost function is no issue. I can get my cost function across all the 3 words solution. Across all the 3 solutions. That is what I'm trying to come up with here. That if I want to come up with what? Cost function here. That, okay, no adjustment at all being done here. I can say that C is equal to, what is my A? 63,000 plus 6Q. And if I want to use it for the second one, where we have considered what is equal to, we look at it. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I'm feeling some pains on my leg. I'm coming.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah. Now, looking at it here, if I want to come up with something here, I will also come up with what? Because I've adjusted what I'm supposed to adjust. I've gotten the fixed cost, I've gotten the variable cost. Our cost is equals to 19, not higher than 19, because what I use here is what? Equals to 19. I can say that I have C equals to 85,000 plus 5Q. That's cost function. Then if I'm here, I will also come up with another one saying that C is equals to 129,000 plus 3 naira 3Q. Is that what they have gotten? Temitope?
Sir, sir.
C is equals to 29,000 plus 3Q. Is that what they have gotten?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. What is special there?
Then what I'm trying to say is that that one now they call this total cost function above 19,000.
Above
Then they now did
19,000.
another one that is below 19,000.
And in the question, we now wait between me and you. Does the quantity equals to 19? The quantity
No.
used, does it equals to 19?
No, sir.
Uh-huh. Why are they now twisting the brain of the students with a useless solution? I will write this and I will write ICANN. I will go and check. This is in the past question. I will come
Yes,
up with
sir.
my solution. I will now send it to them.
And
That's
it's not in the past question, it's in study part.
study pack, Abi, no problem.
Yes, sir.
I will look into it. I will now forward to them that what they have done is wrong. Okay, but I think, is it clear to every one of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's now look at it from what we're supposed to do today. Can I move on to what we're supposed to do today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can also take your time to look at the other ones. If you have any question, you can ask. So I'm very free. You are free to ask any question, please. Are you all with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any question to ask? It's not that I'm defending myself. I'm only telling you what is supposed to happen, that they didn't use it. If you look at the position of their question and look at the solution, you yourself, you will look at it that does the equivalent. A company has identified that total fixed cost increased by 15,000 when activity level equals or exceed 19,000. Is it that equals to 19,000 or exceed 19,000? Second solution that I gave you should have been a perfect solution, because that one will increase the quantity from 17 to 19. If I now use that one, I want to use below what? Below 19. Are you with me? Talk, I don't know whether you are with me. Oh. If I now want to come up with this one, now, let's now assume that I want to look at it that, okay, oh, below what? 19,000. I will now deduct 15%. 15,000 naira from 85, which will now give me 6,000. but they did not justify their position with their solution. Sorry to say. Thank you very much on this part. Let's go to the next level. Last class, we discussed labor costing. Are you with me? I will forward the
Yes, sir.
solution to you if you need it after the class. Don't worry. That should not be an issue.
Okay.
We discussed labor costing. And I think, did I also discuss with you payroll in the last class? Did I discuss
sir.
payroll at all?
No.
No, sir.
Say
Where we
again?
stopped was reasons for labor turnover. Yes.
Reasons for labor turnover. Now, as part of labor costing, you also need to have idea that there is what we call payroll. There is what we call payroll. Most of you can have idea of how to prepare it, why some don't have, because I don't know whether you people are working directly with HR or you are working basically as an accountant, depending on where and how you are working. That determines what will happen. But I will also give you the idea of how to prepare payroll, because we don't know where we are going to find ourselves as we are going.
That will be very interesting, sir.
What do you say?
That will be very interesting. I want to know.
I can't hear you. Speak up.
Hello.
Hello?
I said that will be very interesting because I
Okay.
really want, personally,
Thank you.
I want to know how to prepare payroll. Thank you.
Now, what is payroll? Payroll is a statement prepared to ascertain what should be paid to labor at the end of the production time, or the salary that's supposed to be paid to an employee at the end of the month.
Sir, please come again, no, please.
Payroll is a statement prepared to ascertain the amount to be paid as wages or salary to an employee or to a labor. Are you all with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what are we talking about here? Payroll has a feature that we need to understand. Which I will design now. Can you see Excel page?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is an Excel page.
So
On
basically,
what
you use Excel to prepare
payroll?
payroll.
Yes. Yes. How does it look like? What are the things you need to know regarding payroll? Now, we have what we call serial number. Hope you can see the Excel page.
Yes.
We have what we call serial number. Okay, let's assume that we are preparing payroll for net worth. We use the net worth name. Net worth Professional Limited. Payroll payroll for the month of January 2024. We have what we call serial number. We have staff name. Staff name. We have grade level. We have designation. We have what we call basic pay. We have allowances. That allowance is much. Is that clear? We have what we call, after that basic, we have transport allowance. Are you with me? We have wardrobe allowance. We have allowance, or they call it meal allowance. Are you with me? We have education allowance, all the allowances together. That is, I want to use one column for that. I don't want to extend it. That's why I call it allowances. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Allowances. Allowances can be divided into 7, into 10, depending on the organization. Is that clear? They can have what after the basic, they can have transport allowance, they can have leave allowance, education allowance, they can have examination allowance, they can have wardrobe allowance, they can have housing allowance, they can have as many as possible. But let's take that one as what? Allowances. All the allowances are taken as one. Is it clear? Not to waste our time. Allowances. Is that clear? After the allowances, we are going to add the basic and all the allowances together. We are going to get what we call gross pay. Gross pay. After getting the gross pay, we now take into consideration what we call deductions. What did I call it? Deductions. That deduction is divided into 2. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
We have what we call statutory deduction. Statutory. Statutory deduction.
Like tax and pension.
Thank you very much. We have statutory deduction. We have what we call non-statutory deductions. Your statutory deduction is also having 2 columns. That one alone is having 2 columns. We have what we call payee. Payee. We have what we call pension. Then we have what we call non-statutory. We have non-statutory deduction. Non-statutory deduction. This one can be fine, can be penalties. or fine. Is that clear?
Okay. Yes,
Then
like when you
we will-
come late and all that,
you got
or the
it.
day
When
you
you
miss
come late to
school,
work or you
the day you
offend,
miss work.
you got it.
Mm,
They will deduct your money. That one is non-statutory. Then
okay.
we also, are we together? We now have
Yes,
what we
sir.
call total deductions. They will add the two together, all the deductions together. We call it what? Total deductions. I'm trying to reduce the length of those things.
Grade level.
Okay. Okay. Then this, now looking at it from here, we can now get what? Total. After getting total deduction, you have your gross pay. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Then
You gross pay or net pay?
you will now, after getting this your total deduction, from this your gross pay, you will deduct your total deduction, you will get net pay.
Net pay.
Net pay. Which is what is now going to be paid to the employee. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
This is how it looks like when you are an accountant in an organization and they want you to prepare payroll. I think, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This is how it should be. I pray that you will all achieve what you're supposed to achieve in life. You can get to where you are going to.
Amen.
Amen.
This is how it looks like. I will also forward this one to you for
Okay.
you to have a better knowledge of it, because you don't know where you are going to be tomorrow. It will not be new to you when they are saying it.
Yes.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Now, from here, we can look at it from another angle to look at questions. How does the question go? What are the things to be done when it comes to the question points? Are you with me?
Yes,
We
sir.
look at it from
Okay.
the question point. Let me change to our last note, labor costing. Can we see the board?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's look at the first question, the second and third question, and see the one that relates to what we have discussed so far. Please, I need your 100% attention here. Are you with me? 100% attention is required here. Look at the first question. Rate per hour is 15,000 naira. Cost per unit is 16,000 naira. And unit production is 8,000 units. Calculate piece rate with guaranteed day rate remuneration, assuming 8,800 hours were used to produce all the units. What would you do? Hello?
Yes, sir.
We can
Now,
hear you, sir.
when you are given this kind of question, now let me open up another platform. Now, we are now on labor costing solution now. Solution to labor costing.
We are not there yet, sir.
Yes, I know. You will get it now. I'm changing over. You are my people, you will all pass by his grace.
Amen, ma'am.
Don't worry. You don't need to be panicked. Just follow the way we are looking at it, one after the other. And you can get it right, forget about it. You will all laugh. Now,
Amen.
solution to labor costing questions.
Not yet 12 now.
You are not there yet?
No, not you, sir. Sorry.
Maybe you can all see the board now.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, can we all see the board?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Let's look at that question number 1. Can we see the question?
Yes, sir.
That's the question 1 we are looking at. Now, to solve this question, we need to identify what they want us to do. Guaranteed day rate remuneration, assuming 8 hours. 8,008 hours were worked to produce all the units. And the rate per hour is 15,000. Labor cost per unit, that's 16,000. With this one, I told you in the last class, where you were given a guaranteed day rate, you are meant to prepare both methods and pick the one that is higher. What is the formula for calculating What is the formula for calculating?
Number of units produced times rate per unit.
Now, for you to calculate labor,
No, it's not that one. Number of units produced.
remuneration,
Okay.
is equals to, now this one, we're using what we call time basis. Why did I call it time basis? You were told last class there's what we call time basis. What is the formula for that? We have the what? Hours worked times rate per hour. Rate per hour. This is the
Okay, we're
formula.
using time basis now. Okay.
It was in the note I gave you. We discussed
No,
it.
what you gave us was you said something about straight piece rate, but they were expecting what the formula was speaking about was units produced. So it said number of units produced
Well, let's go
times
back there.
rate per
We-
unit.
Wait, see. You will get it now. See. This is the note. Okay, the formula is not stated. Okay. We use it as a control measure.
I saw
No
it there.
problem. What is it?
I actually saw it in the notes.
Now,
Straight
okay, I
piece
said
rate
yes,
number
I
of
said
units
yes.
produced times
Now,
rate
did
per
you have
unit.
it now? Did you get it correctly now? Hours work times rate per hour. Is it cleared?
Okay, sir.
Is it cleared?
So this is labor numeration in time basis, right?
Time basis. This is the labor remuneration formula in time
Okay.
basis. Hours work times rate per hour. Now, looking at this now, what will be your hours worked as this question is concerned? 8,800 hours. Is that not so?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Times,
Rate.
what is the rate per hour?
15,000 naira. 15,000 naira.
15,000 naira. What is the pay? Say something. What do
Please
we
hold on,
have?
we're still calculating, sir.
What do you say?
We're still calculating. No, please hold on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, calculate.
It's 132 million.
132 million, sir.
132.
Million.
Is it cleared?
Yes, sir.
Is it cleared?
Yes, sir, it
It is
is.
clear, sir.
It is,
Now,
sir.
another basis now. Output basis. Using output basis method, labor remuneration is equals to production unit times rate per unit. Rate per unit. Or quantity produced. They can also call it what? Quantity produced. Are you with me? If they don't call it labor unit, they can call it what? Unit produced. They can call it quantity produced. They can call it output. Is that clear?
Okay, sir.
Take note. Another name for output unit, output basis, we can also call it what? Piecemeal rate.
Piece rate.
Piecemeal
Okay.
rate. Is it clear? To calculate this, we consider what is the quantity produced? The total unit produced 8,000. Times what is the rate? Rate per unit?
15,000.
16,000.
16,000.
16,000. Yeah, your answer is what?
Excuse me.
128 million.
128 million. Any question?
So, sir,
Yes, sir. I have
hello?
Jide, do you have any question?
Yes, I have a question, sir.
You are free.
So now, so in an exam situation, okay, does it mean that we have that this question can be solved in two ways? It's either that we choose the time basis or the output basis, or are we supposed to do both?
Because they ask you day rate guarantee pay.
Okay.
That is why we did the two. We will now select the highest that they will use as a means of
Okay.
paying based on the day rate guarantee. Is it clear?
Okay, so we are meant to do the today based on the fact that they ask for the guaranteed day rate.
Yes.
So after what
We will now say that based on the day rate guarantee, the organization should pay the labor based on the higher what rate, higher rate.
Okay.
They are meant to use what time basis for the payment, because you don't know what will be the highest as at the beginning until you solve it.
Okay.
But sorry,
it
sir,
clear?
are there times where the output basis can be higher than the time basis?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Is it clear? But this kind of the question, they've not tested it in the past. The next question we are going into, that is what you should be expecting in your exam. That one is very, very technical. Is it clear?
Okay.
Is it clear?
yes, sir.
Now let's go. Let's look at question number 2.
To actually get themselves possession.
Question number 2. Yeah, we are there. Should we read it first? Can we see the question, please?
Yes, sir.
Jobs are issued to operative X to make 1,890 units, and to operative Y to make 204 units, for which a time allowed of 20 standard minutes and 15 standard minutes per unit, respectively. is credited. For every hour saved, bonus is paid at 50% of the basic rate, which is 200 cedis per hour for both employees. The basic working week is 42 hours. Hours in excess are paid at time and half. S complete is unit in 45 hours. And Y is in 39 hours. But work at a full week. Because of defective materials, 6 of S unit and 4 of Y unit are subsequently scrapped. Although all the units produced are paid for, you are required to calculate for each of X and Y the total amount of bonus payable, B, the total gross wages payable, the wages cost per unit made. Does this question relate with the first question? Hello?
No, sir. They are totally different.
Totally what? Different. When you are having this kind of question between me and you, is this straightforward question? Let's
No,
ask
not
tactical.
close.
It is
It's
not,
what?
it is technical.
It's quite tactical, sir.
It's not close to.
Fine. That is the technicality they want to measure in the knowledge you have received in class. Can you analyze the question? Can you be able to solve the question and bring the question down on the table? Now, let's go. I want to employ one of you to pay attention. Ask question if you don't understand. There's no problem. Now, let's look at it. Solution. This might be the last question we are going to do today. I can say it anywhere because a lot of questions are going to be coming up.
Yes.
Now, how many operatives do we have? 2, Abi?
2.
Operative X and operative what?
Y.
Y.
Wow, man, this is going to be a yellow card as well.
Hello?
Hi, sir.
Yes, I'm fine.
Next for Idris Ababa. It was walking from the moment he came on.
Now, looking at it, let me summarize this in a simple way that you can have a better knowledge. Do you get it? Now,
Hello, sir.
I'm with you.
Yes, are we on the solution page yet? Because I'm still seeing the question. So I just want to make sure we are on the same page.
Okay, you are still saying the question, not the solution.
Yes, sir, not the solution.
Oh, thank you, my dear. Who is that? Who is that person?
It's Tokwe, sir. Tokwe.
Tokwe. Thank you, my
Yes,
dear.
sir. Yes, sir.
My wife's name is also Tokwe. That's why I always give you attention.
No, sir.
It's still
Thank you, sir.
Now let's look at it. Are we on the same page now? Can you see the question, the solution page?
No, sir. Okay, yes. Now I can see.
You can see it now, Abi?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's look at it this way. These are the questions they asked us to do. If you have a better understanding, you can go away straight away with the question. But if it is not something clear, you can follow what I wanted to do. It's not compulsory to do that. Do you get it? But it will help you. Employees. Let's look at the employees. We have X, Abby. And we also have what? Y. Is that not so?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Unit produce. The production unit by each of these people, by each employee, production unit. This one produce what? S produce what?
189 units.
189 units. I'm doing this. You can follow up with the question. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Then Y produce what?
204 units.
204. Now, what is the standard time allowed? Time allowed now.
20
Time allowed.
minutes. 20 standard minutes.
Time allowed per unit.
Which means 20 will be for X.
This one is what? 20 minutes?
For
20. Yeah.
20 minutes? No, no, so
and 15 minutes.
that
will be
person should
for
try to unmute himself, to unmute himself.
Yes.
There's underground noise. Then the second person uses how many? Is used how many hours? How many minutes?
15 minutes.
15 minutes. Is it clear?
Yeah, it is clear.
Now, we are also told that they also pay bonus. What is the basic pay?
The saved
Basic.
basic pay.
200
200
cities.
Okay, let's say, what is the
200 per hour.
basic pay rate? Basic
Pay rate,
pay
that's
rate
50%.
per unit. Are you with me? Basic
Yes,
pay rate
sir.
per unit. They are paying them what?
50% of it. 50%.
200 what?
200
CDs
per hour.
for both employees.
200. Abi?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
For both employee.
Basic pay rate.
Bonus is paid on what basis?
50% of the basic pay. Yeah.
That one is what? 50% of the basic rate. Is that not so?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
The entity allows them to work for how many weeks?
$42 hours. 42 hours.
Time allowed per week.
42 hours.
$42 hours, Abi?
Yes, sir.
Digital quality entertainment, which means
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, time taking by each employee. Time taking. That your time taking is the same thing as what? Hours worked.
on the charge now. It's the air detected the second half of God.
Hours worked by each employee. What do we have?
45 hours for X and
45
39 hours for Y.
for X. Y is what?
39 hours.
39 hours. Defective unit,
Rush the hand, put the handles out.
defective unit.
6 for X
6.
6 for X
and 4 for Y.
and 4 for Y.
For Y.
With this one, this should be your guide.
Yes, sir. Very good.
This should be all what you have there, you have summarized it.
Very, very simple.
The examiner now asks you question A, that what is the amount of bonus to be paid to X and Y? How will you determine the bonus? On what basis do you calculate bonus? You only calculate bonus for any employee that saves time. Any
Sorry,
employee
please come again with that statement.
saves time. If you don't save time, there's no way you can enjoy bonus. How do we calculate bonus? We have different methods of calculating bonus. Can you still recollect? I taught that last class.
Yes.
What are the methods?
Hesley bonus scheme, Hesley web bonus scheme, and row 1 bonus scheme. If I'm correct.
Now, we say we have XN, we have XNY, we have Roman method in calculating the bonus. If you can still recollect, those are the 3 methods for calculating bonuses. 3 methods we have for calculating bonuses. We have XN, we have XNY, we have Roman method. If you look at each of these methods given to you, what is the first one says? 1/2 times time saved times rate. The second one says 1/3 times time saved times rate. The other one says time saved times time allowed over, time taken over time allowed times rate. Which of these method is in line with this question? Do you understand the question I asked?
No, sir, please come again.
We said we have X and Y.
Yes, sir.
We have Roman. The essence says the formula for calculating bonus for SN bonus is equal to 1/2, that is half. 1/2 times time saved times rate per hour. That is your basic rate per hour. While when we look at it from the SNY, we have 1/3 times time saved times the basic rate per hour. While the third method, Rowan method, says what? Time saved times time taken over time allowed times the basic rate. Now, looking at this
So I think
question,
The third one.
this question
the
that says,
third one is just the best.
what do you say?
The row one, the
The
third one.
one
bonus
scheme,
scheme.
yes,
It has the attributes of the question.
yes, of the question. Yes.
The Roman is not in the question.
I said
No, we
it
are saying
has
that
all
that's the
the
best
attributes of
method.
the question.
That method, the formula I gave now is not there in the it's not there in the what?
I said all the attributes of the formula are in the question.
Now, if you look at this, they say bonus is paid at 50% of the basic rate. The basic rate here is 200 cedis per hour for both employees. This is the basic pay, 200. The bonus is on 50%. Now, 50 divided by 100, what will you have? You have 1/2. And you were told that for every time saved, that is when you can earn a bonus. Simply means this one is in line with what? SN method. Let's go to the part of that area.
But it doesn't take into account the time taken. That's why we somehow feel that the third one is the best.
Roman is different from SN. SN is different from Roman. They are not the same thing. You can only use one method. This is what I'm saying. See. Let's get to the bonus. Hope you can see the board.
Yes, sir.
Can you see the board now? See SN scheme.
Yes.
Half times time saved times day rate. The set time saved is equals to time allowed minus time taken.
Is equal to time saved.
Is it clear? And when we say 50%,
Yes, sir.
is it not half? Is still 50% not half?
It is half. Okay.
Okay, that
Is 75%. It will be 1/3. That will be
Wait, the other method is 1/3.
Yeah.
Why this one? Time saved times time taken over time allowed times day rate. Is it clear? This is the one that is in line with that question in terms of bonus calculation. SN is in line with that question if you want to calculate your bonus. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now let's go back here.
May I ask a question, sir?
You have a question you want to ask?
In a situation whereby the bonus is 75% of the basic rate, does that
Can you
mean
speak up,
we
please?
use
I can't hear you well.
I said in a situation whereby bonus is at 75% of basic rate, does that mean we are going to use the second method?
Yeah. Just say 75/100 straight. Get it and multiply with time saved times rate. You get your answer.
And that's what I'm saying is that
Yes,
are
that's
we
what I'm
using
saying. You
Are
could, it's
we?
not necessary you just write 1/3. Don't bother yourself. Don't stress yourself. Just say
No,
75/100. Go away.
you seem not to get my answer, my question. I said, can we use 75% as
Yes.
prerequisite, as in the percentage now, as prerequisite for the method
Or,
to be used
yes.
in calculating
Correct.
our bonuses?
Your bonus. Correct.
Okay, sir. I also have a question, sir. Hello? I have a question, sir.
Please go
I'm
ahead.
with you. You can speak up.
Okay, now, so
You are my people. Rafi.
can we assert that that whenever we see a question that does not have a percentage that does not stipulate a specific percentage, say 50 or 75%, as per bonus calculation, should we just assume that we should use the row one scheme straight away?
In that
Oh,
situation, they will specify the method. They will just say using one
method.
bonus. They will not specify the percentage. In that scenario, they will tell you the method to use. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's go and solve the question now. Now, at this level now, we need to assume what is the time, the expected time allowed for this job for X and Y based on the quantity produced and the time taken per unit. You convert the unit given to use to hour. Do you know how to convert units to hour?
We divide by
60 seconds make 1 minute. 60 minutes make 1 hour. 24 hours make 1 day. 7 days make 1 month. Abi?
1 week.
Now, you are pushed, your secondary school days are pushed. Stop this question. 20 minutes. How do we convert it to hour? That is 20 divided by 60.
60.
Anything you get will be in hour. It's going to be 7 point something hour.
I'm sorry, sir, but do we have to convert it to hour?
Because you are working in line with hour, not in minutes.
Okay, the question is in hours. Oh, yes, sorry.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, expected time allowed employees. Let's look for X. X now. We have 20 divided by 60. That is the time taken per unit. Times how many units does it produce?
189.
189 units. What would that supposed to be?
Oh, sir, please, I'm lost. Please. I'm lost. Please, sir.
You are lost, Abi?
Yes, I'm lost. Why are we multiplying by 189 units, please?
The person worked to produce 189. If 20 minutes is taken to produce 1 unit, Taking for instance, am I discussing with Tope or Catherine?
Yes, sir.
We are together, sir.
No,
Okay. Now, let's assume that Catherine, you are meant to do an assignment, and the unit of the assignment is 500 units, and you are given 1 hour per each of the units. How many hours are you going to use to produce the entire 500? 100. You are spending 500 hours to produce the unit. The same thing applicable to when you are using minutes. Is that clear?
Okay.
Now, if you say 20 minutes times 189, what will you get? Tell me your answer. 20 minutes times 189.
3,780.
3,000?
3,780. That's 20 minutes times 189.
Now divide that. Your answer is in minutes.
Is a minute.
Do you know that?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Now convert it to hour.
That will be divided by 60. That's 63,
that's
sir.
63 hours.
That is what?
63 hours.
Now, the same thing I did by saying that 20 divided by 60 times 189 units. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir, it is. Thank you.
We have 63 hours that this particular person is supposed to use to produce 189. Is it clear?
Is it going to? Okay, 63 hours.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Others, are we also on the same page?
Yes.
Are we on the same page?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's look at the second person too.
Second person. This is for Y. This is for X.
Now let's do for Y. Y
Okay,
is equals to divided by 60 times 204 units.
204. That's 3,060. 3,060.
What do you say?
No. 51 hours.
15 minutes.
Divided by 60 times 204.
Yes.
What I've just
That's
done is that
51 hours.
51 hours, Abi?
Yes, sir.
Let me also confirm it for my hand here.
it's not as if it is not 51 hours. I thought we
51
wanted to
hours.
the other time. Okay.
Any question there?
51 hours.
Any question?
Very correct, Papa. 15 times 304. Okay. No questions, sir. For now.
No question, Abi?
Expected
Yes,
time.
sir.
Okay. We've been able to know the expected time. But what time do they now use to complete this assignment? Look at it very well now. They're supposed to use 63 hours. to do the assignment. The normal hour given for them for the whole week is 42 hours. Are you with me? They are meant to work for 42 hours in a week. And the expected time that they're supposed to use to be 63.
Hello, sir.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I want you to reason before I will come up with what you're supposed to do.
I'm lost.
You are lost.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the time given to you
Yes, sir.
that you're supposed to work,
Yes, sir.
supposed to be 63.
Okay.
You now end up working for 42 hours.
42
Have you not
hours.
saved time?
I have. Yes.
Sir, hello, sir.
Minus 42.
On a good
Hello,
day,
sir.
I'm with
So
you.
I've saved 21.
I think you just, I don't even know. You said the time given to us is 63 hours instead of 42 hours. Am I getting that right? Or
You are meant to work in a week 42 hours maximum.
Yes. Yes.
But the time given to you per unit to produce a unit, and based on the quantity you produce, you are meant to use 63 hours as X.
Okay.
But you still end up using 42 hours.
Okay.
So meaning that meaning that they are meant to work for more than 1 week. Hello, sir.
I'm with you.
So does it mean that they are meant to actually work for more than 1 week?
I can't hear you. Speak up.
Hello.
Yes.
I said that now since they have 42 hours per week and then they have 63 hours to, for instance, now X has 63 hours to produce 189 units.
Yes.
It means that under normal condition, it's supposed to use more than 1 week to make the production.
But he end up using 1 week.
And he saved 21 hours. Hello?
I'm with you.
Okay, so X, for instance, saved 21 hours. Am I correct?
Okay, look at it here. Look at it. S complete is unit. Okay, look at it here. Can you see it? S complete
Yes,
is unit. 40 what? 45.
5
Okay,
hours.
it's 45 hours. Y complete is unit in what?
39 hours.
39 hours.
Okay,
That
okay,
is
okay,
the
okay.
total hours used.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Okay. Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Hello.
I'm with you.
Okay, so basically they are saying the basic working week is 42 hours.
That is what they will use to pay them. That is
okay.
the basic working week. That is what they will use to pay them for their basic rate.
Okay.
Apart from
So
their bonus.
the expected
Whether
now.
you work beyond anything, they will still use the basic rate to pay you. They will pay you overtime for anything that is excess.
Anything beyond 42.
Okay.
We'll calculate it one after the other. Don't worry. I want you to bring up your question. We can attend to it one after the other. Jide,
Okay,
have
sir.
we been able to solve your own question that X work 63, supposed to work 63 hours, but he end up working for 45 hours?
45.
Why supposed to work for 21 hours? He end up working for 39 hours. Have they saved time or not?
They have
have,
saved
sir.
time.
Can we use that to calculate the bonus for them or not?
We
We
can,
can.
sir.
Abi?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Sir,
now
so
go on.
but sorry to draw you guys back. Why would the question state that the hello, sir?
I'm with you.
Why would the question state that the basic working time, the basic total time allowed per week is 42 hours, but the expected time allowed is higher than what they gave in the question?
Okay. Let me answer that question. Looking at that
And
question,
also, my second question is: are we calculating the first question that says calculate the amount of bonus payable for X and Y? Is that what
that
we're
is
trying
what
to
we
solve
wanted to
now?
calculate, passing through all this. That is where we are going. Exactly.
Okay.
That bonus
Okay, sir.
warrant us to calculate all this.
Okay, sir.
Now, for every organization that's a manufacturing company, there is a particular time that they normally set aside per unit. And they will also give you the number of hours you can work in a week that they will pay you for.
Okay.
If you work beyond that time that has been given to you, that is an overtime.
Yes.
It is only in Nigeria here we don't recognize people's overtime. On a good day, if you work anywhere, if 2 hours or 5 hours is allocated to you as the maximum working hour per day, and you spend 8 hours instead of 5 hours, you have worked extra 3 hours, you are meant to be paid higher than your normal pay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, these people, they gave them the normal unit, the normal minute they can produce 1 unit. On a good day, anyway, they work 42 hours in a week. They should have produced 42 hours times 20 works. But they produce more than that quantity. Do you expect them to use the same word, the same hour? No. But at the end of the day, they still manage to save time based on the time given to them. On a good day, 20 minutes to produce 189 units. They're supposed to use what? To produce, they're supposed to use what? The 3 hours to complete
3
that
hours.
assignment. And he ended up using what? 45. He has saved some time. Such person also entitled to bonus. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, we've been able to look at the time. And based on the time what taken. Now, look at it. Time
Taken.
time saved is equals to time allowed minus time taken. Is that not so?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, let's determine for y. I mean for x first.
For X,
X times saved is equals to what?
21.
53
Okay.
hours minus 45 hours. What's the result?
21. Oh, sorry. 21, sir.
Is that 21?
It should
No.
be 20. 63 minus 45.
Double one from 6 to what?
18.
That's what? 13.
18.
13 take away 5. That's 8.
For X
That
should be
18.
okay. 40.
Is that
18.
clear?
Yes, sir.
18 hours.
That is not
Let's
clear.
double-
Oh.
It is clear now.
Why this one use 51 hours
Why
minus
51 hours?
39 hours worked? Hours worked is 39. What do we have there?
We have 12 hours.
12 hours. Is it clear?
Somebody is saying it's not clear.
Please, what do you want me to explain again there, please?
Just continue, sir. I'll follow
No,
up.
I'm not continuing. Tell me what is your problem there. Let me explain.
I think I've gotten it. I was trying to figure it out before,
Is it
but
clear
I
now?
think I think so. Yes,
Are
sir.
you okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, my dear. Now,
Right.
we now need to calculate the bonus. Bonus. Bonus is equal to time saved times.
So are we not doing
Sorry.
the half anymore?
That's where I'm going back.
Half of times
50%
6.
times time saved times rate. Basic rate. Is it clear?
Hello, sir. Hello,
I'm with
sir.
you.
So, sir, let me just get this right. So, this time saved, which equals to time allowed minus time taken. From
Yes.
this thing that we brought out, this table we brought out, where we have total time allowed there. I just want to be clear. Why are we not taking that total time allowed per week? Why is it that it's the expected time allowed that we are using?
Fine. Now, this is the what?
That was the same question I asked initially, sir.
This is the time allowed per week.
Yes, sir.
Time allowed per week. If you want to work in a week, you must work 42 hours. Is that 42 hours? Is that what they used to work? No. But that is what they will use to pay them their basic pay. No doubt about that. But based on the time allowed given to them per unit, what is the expected time allowed given to them?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. And
For
they
what?
produce
For
than the expected quantity. And they mean they produce the same quantity is going to be 42 hours we are going to consider. But they produce more than the required quantity. That is the reason why we are ignoring work. Hello?
I can hear you, sir.
The reason why we did not use 42, do you understand? Let's assume that they use 42 to produce 42 hours. And how many minutes is being given to them?
20
20
minutes.
minutes.
Now,
Correct.
42 times 20, what do you have?
We have
840.
840.
8 what?
840.
840. Abi?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Seems you don't get what I'm saying. Okay,
If that is
840 divided by
divided
60. How
that
many
will be
units do you now have?
14 hours.
14.
You know, we multiply this divided by 60 times
Yes.
this, we got this.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now, let's now assume that they work 42 hours. The quantity that they will produce will be lesser than this.
Okay.
You don't get what I'm saying?
I do, sir. I do.
Fine. And they have higher quantity than what they have planned for based on the time. Then that time, we need to factor that in order to calculate their bonus. If you use 42, they don't have any bonus to be paid to them.
Yes, sir.
Then, sorry, sir, if I get this right, now that they have taken more time to produce extra quantity, it means they didn't save time now. I
They
don't
did
know
not
if
save
I'm
time.
getting this right. Because they have taken more than the time allowed because they wanted to produce extra quantity.
If they work 42 hours,
Okay.
are you with me? They
Yes,
will
sir.
not produce up to that quantity they have produced.
Okay.
They have
Yes.
excess quantity produced
Yes.
based on the time given to them. We now look at it. If they have worked normal based on that 20 minutes, what should be the actual time they should have used? They will have used 43 what? X will have used 43 hours to complete that quantity. Simply means, in one way or the other, he has saved time because he ended up using what? 45 hours, not even what? 63 hours. Let's work 45 hours. On a good day,
Sorry,
you're supposed
sir.
to work
So,
63 hours.
sorry to chip in, sir. So, in that case, are you now saying that X actually worked, 45 hours per week?
Per week, yes.
Is it per week?
Per week.
Okay. But the
And he's
expected
supposed to
was
use
actually
63 hours to
63
work.
hours. Okay. Okay.
Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Now let's just continue.
Okay, look at it this way.
Okay.
He work 42, he's supposed to work 42 hours in a week. Abi?
Yes, sir.
Based on the quantity produced, he worked 45 hours. On a good day, based on that quantity, he's supposed to work 43 hours. Let's now assume that based on 20 minutes allocated to the person, let's now assume the man has worked 42 hours. What would be the quantity produced?
If it is 20 minutes.
Yes, 20 minutes and he worked 42 hours. Are you with me?
Yes, sir. That will be 14 hours, sir.
I'm not saying hours, or quantity.
Quantity.
The man will produce 126 quantity, 126 units.
How did you get that, sir, please?
Did you get that, sir?
Yeah. 60 times 42 divided by 20.
60 times 42 divided by 20.
Where did the 60 come from, please?
You convert that hours. That, okay, this particular person, you are giving him 42 to work. You are giving him what? 42 hours to work.
Mm-hmm.
And you are looking for unknown number. 20 divided by 60, Abi, times X equals to 42 hours. Abi, if you cross multiply, it will now be 20 times 42 divided by 20. You can get the quantity you are looking for. Mathematics. This is it. You are looking for, look at what I'm saying. It's okay, it's okay. Just keep calm, cool down. You want to determine that, okay, how many units is it going to produce if you use 42 hours, Abby? I would say 20 divided by 60 times the unit, Abby. This is the unit we are looking for. Times unit. That will give us the time that he has used, Abby, which is equals to 42. Is that clear? But we don't know this unit.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Now, mathematically, this can be what? 0 can cancel 0. 1 goes in what? 1 goes in 6. We have 1 over 3, Abby. We have, at the end of the day, we have unit. Sorry. Unit
1 over 3 units times
divided
unit
by 3 equals to 42. Sure. Is that not so?
Yes, sir.
When you cross multiply mathematically, you have what? Unit equals to 42 times 3. Is equals to what?
42 is equal to, okay, 42.
126, sir.
126. That is the unit of that particular S will have produced, having been a work with 42 hours.
Okay.
But he now went ahead to produce 189. Where do you think the time is going to come from? And he still end up using 45. He has saved enough.
Can we use one language? Can we say what you have calculated now is the expected, while the first working is the actual time allowed? Or how do we put it?
We said it here. Now look at it. Expected, look at it. Expected time allowed. Expected, that is what they're supposed to have used. Expected time allowed for all the employees. They're supposed to use what, 63 and 51 in total. But the time taken here says what? They use what? 45 hours and what? 39 hours. Which means they have saved time.
So basically, sir, if I get you right, so anytime we see a question like this, we have the time allowed for a week, and we have everything like that. Are we still supposed to calculate the expected time again? And the expected time allowed?
If you are giving minutes per unit, you need to determine it, what is going to be the hour. If they are equal with what you have used, no problem. If they are not equal, there is element of time saved.
So if the question was given in hours, like let's say it wasn't 20 minutes, it was like 20 hours.
The examiner that gave you in that minute, they want to punish you. They want to stress you. They want you to use your initiative to come up with something.
So, but if it was in hours, we can go ahead and just calculate straight up.
Straight away.
Okay, so there will be no need for the expected time allowed by then.
Yes.
If you are giving in
so
hour,
we'll just do the normal.
Do you understand? If you are giving in hour, we just multiply that hour times quantity to know the total hours such employee has used to complete the assignment. After being able to do that, you compare that time with the time that employee has taken.
Okay, sir.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, what will now be the bonus for X? X bonus is equal to, what is the X bonus? 50% times, what is the time saved? 18 hours. Times, what is the rate? 200. What is your answer? Y is also 50%
Doesn't
times
want it to.
12 hours times 200.
I think Y is 1/8.
Yes.
Y is what?
1/8.
Okay.
I'm coming up, please.
Divided by 2.
You say 1,800?
Yes, sir.
Is
50% times.
it Y or X?
15.
X is the 1/8. Oh.
Is X. X is
Is
1/8.
X is 1/8, not Y, please.
S is 1,800.
Yes.
And
Y
Y
is
is 1,200.
1,200. Any questions?
So, sir, is it in Naira, in hours, or it's just number
This
like
is
that?
in what? In Naira is value, not hour. Value, bonus.
Okay,
Bonus.
bonus. Sorry. Yes, I get it. Sorry.
We have answered a part of the question.
This is just A.
Very good.
Now let's look at B. What does B say we should do? What does B say we should do?
Calculate the total gross wage payable.
Gross, Abi?
Yes, sir.
Gross wages paid. That is the total money they now pay to them. Is that clear? And this will now be basic pay plus bonus plus time plus what? Overtime. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now for X. For X now, what is the X? Basic pay.
200 CDs.
200 CDs times how many hours work per week?
Plus.
42 hours.
Sir, I'm confused again, though.
The
I
company
thought
is
it's
going to
basic
pay.
pay plus bonus.
Leave the bonus alone now. I'm coming up to bonus. Leave the bonus. The basic pay. They said the basic working week is 42 hours. They will not pay them more than 42 hours. Anybody work X outside 42 hours is overtime.
Okay.
Is it clear? Hello? Bonus is different from the basic pay. Who is talking underground? We are not saying anything in the platform. You can you can mute yourself there, allow the person to talk. Basic pay. They said basic working week is 42 hours. And the rate is what? Basic rate is what?
200
hours.
200
They will
CDs.
pay based on the basic what? Working week.
Okay, sir.
Is it clear?
Mm.
That is why we multiply this times what? 42. What do we have?
200 times 42. 8,400 CDs.
8,400 400 CDs.
Yes.
Okay, let me do it this way to make it more. What we are working with is X, Abi. This is for X, Abi. The first one we did is for basic pay. Basic pay, this is it. Bonus income.
Bonus for X is 1/8.
We've done it, Abi.
Yes, sir. 1/8.
1,800. What about overtime? What is the overtime of X? It's supposed to work 42 in a week, but the total hours worked said to be how many? 45.
45. So 3
Excess of what?
hours.
2 hours.
3 hours.
Is it cleared? 3, Abi? Is it 3 or 2?
3. Abi? Wait. 3 hours.
It's
3
How
hours.
do they make payment for overtime? You were told the payment for overtime too. Look at it. Hour in excess are paid a time and a half. Hour in excess is paid a time and a half. Excess hours, that is the what? The overtime. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
And your overtime is calculated as what? Time taken minus what? Time allowed. Overtime is calculated as time taken minus what? Time allowed.
I thought that was time saved.
Time saved is what? Time allowed minus time taken.
Okay. So I think we might revisit this question again, just to get really acquainted with the steps. Just to get acquainted with the steps, we might revisit it again.
We still have more questions to look at, not only this one. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Time taking minus what? Time allowed. Times what? Times rate. How do you calculate the overtime rate? Overtime rate is equals to, what is our overtime rate? Time and what? And half. Time basic rate. Can you see the formula stated for you? This one is overtime rate, not ordinary overtime. Is that not ordinary what rate? Overtime rate. They are not the same thing with your normal rate. Now, looking at this one, this time will represent 1.5. Then 1.5 is equals to, please look at it. One and a half. Do you know 1.5 is stated as 1.5?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Times 200. What do we have? 1.5 times 200. What do we have?
300.
300. That is what we are saying, that overtime pay is always higher than the normal pay. We have calculated the rate. Then looking at overtime for X now. Let me take this one down because we are meant to do for the two of them. I can take this one as my working. Now, looking at this, we can come here and say that time taken minus time allowed is what? For X.
45 minus.
This one is for X.
Yes, that's
For
3
X.
times 300, 900.
We have 45 hours, Abi,
Yes, sir.
minus what? 42 hours that is supposed to work in a week. That's how many? 3 hours, Abi? Is that not 3?
Yes, sir.
Times 300. What do we have? That should be 900, if I'm right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And we can now say that overtime here
900.
is equals to 900. When we had everything together, what do we have?
9,400 cities.
9,000.
400 cities.
Is it not more than 9,000? It's more than
That's what I'm
9,000.
looking at. It's more than 9,000.
8,400 plus 1,800. That's
Plus
about
900. That's 11,100.
Sorry.
11,100.
100.
So we'll do the same thing again for X, for Y.
We also do the same thing for X.
For why?
For Y.
I mean for Y. Now, for Y now, I'm coming to make it more employees what? Employees Y. Now, I will also do the same thing for X. Well, let's change the figure straight. This is Y.
200 times 39. No.
It's also 42. We work for 42. That one will not change.
42, yes, 42.
It's not going to change. The same rate they are going to collect, they are paying them the same basic pay.
Yes, basic pay, yes.
The bonus will now change. How much is the bonus? 1,200. How much is the overtime for this one? It's supposed to work for 42 hours in a week.
Sorry, the bonus is not 1,200 now.
No bonus.
You calculated the bonus. Bonus is not 5,100.
Which one are you referring to?
1,200. Which bonus again?
Bonus is 1,200 for
Yes.
Look at it
For
now.
why?
For Y, it's 1,200. It's overtime I'm looking at now.
Please, how did the bonus become?
Sir?
Why does
I
have
thought for
overtime?
the X, our bonus.
What do you say with the bonus?
Please, the bonus, where did you people get 1,200 from?
It's up.
Give me
It's
the
up.
calculated
Calculated
bonus
it
here
now.
for Y
The
now.
A. It's even
In
still on
day.
this thing.
Hello? So you look at it, it's still on the board.
Yes.
Can't you see bonus? Why? 1,200. Bonus for S, 1,800. Hello?
I think
Look
I'm
at it,
lost.
it's on the board.
Oh, okay. Please, you can carry on, sir. Pardon me.
Okay. Now let's add this. Look at why has no overtime? Why?
Yes, I heard. That's what I've been looking at. Because
he worked less than 42 hours. Is it clear now? He has no bonus.
Yes. Yes, sir.
What's the addition of this?
I've been looking at it.
9,600.
9,600.
Please, can you come again?
Do you understand how we got the basic
with
pay?
This last statement, please. The overtime. You said it doesn't have.
He has no overtime because he's supposed to work 42 hours in a week. He worked 39 hours.
Yes.
39 and 42, are they the same thing? 39 is less than 42.
Yeah. So there's no overtime for
no overtime.
Because it works less than the hours. Okay.
Is that clear?
Okay, so that means we did not calculate any overtime.
For why?
For why? Oh.
What's the next question before we call it a day? The next question, question number C.
It says we should calculate.
What do they say we should calculate?
The wages cost per goods unit made.
Good unit, Abby?
Good units made, yes.
Wages
cost per good unit made.
Wages cost per good unit. Now, operative X now. Operative X. Operative X. What is the total wages for operative X? 11,100 divided by, what is the total unit produced by operative X?
6.
Total unit. 189.
189.
Total unit. Take out the one that is bad. The bad one is how much? The effective one is what?
6 for X.
What do you now have?
180, 190, 98. 198.
That is equal to 11. 100
Sir, sorry. So please, the total pay is the same thing as the wages cost.
That is the wages now.
Okay.
It's not salary they pay them wages. We
Yes.
even set it here. Gross
Yes.
wages pay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
They now want to know how much will now be if they want to look at it, good ones. How much are they going to what to consider? 189 minus 6. What do you have?
183.
183 units. Then what do we have? Final answer.
60.66.
60.66.
66.
Any question? Cooperative. Why? What do we have? This one has a total wages of 9,600 divided by
204.
204.
Minus 4.
204 minus how many units that is
4.
bad?
4, sir. 4.
4. That gives us what?
48. Do you want to? That's 96 divided by 200.
198.
Yeah. Which one is 198?
That's 9,600 divided by
200.
200.
48.
That's 48.
The final answer?
48.
48. 48 per unit. If you want to pay per unit of this, they are meant to pay 48 naira per unit. Not if you want this one too, you want to pay per unit, they are meant to pay 60 naira, 66 kobo per unit. Any question?
I can't say I fully understand it, but maybe
You
when
can't
I
see
look at
everything.
it on my own, I can't really say I understand it fully. I get what we have been solving so far, but it's just somehow confusing. So probably when I sit down and look at it on my own,
You still
I'll
need
get
to sit down on
better.
your own and get it right.
Yeah, that's the way I learn actually. I will have to sit down and look at it myself, then understand
Yes.
better.
Okay. Let me call it a day for now.
Thank
Look
you,
at
sir.
additional 2 questions next class before we now move to the next topic.
All right,
Okay,
sir.
sir. Thank you very much.
Have a wonderful
Night rest. Thank you, sir.
You too, sir.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Good night, sir.
bye-bye.
Everyone.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Please, help to send those videos, sir. Hello, sir.
Jide, can you speak up? I can't hear you.
Help us to send those videos, sir. Those
I
videos,
will.
sir.
I will. Don't worry. Just, do you know what? Follow up with me tomorrow. Just send me a
Okay.
message on WhatsApp on the group.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.